Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to the day two of the fabric painting session. In on day one, we have completed a fabric pouch that was a drawstring potly. On day two, we will work on this tote bag. Yesterday I told you that to prepare the surface, you have to put some plastic inside so that the color doesn't reach on the other side. Okay, so let's get started. The first step today will be to complete this drawing. We have done a pencil sketch on fabric painting. So that you don't lose your work, we also use one pen to outline the shape and finish the drawing. The drawing of the flowers was left, so we will begin with that part. I will show you what pen we use here. And from the pouch that we did yesterday, we have to remove the plastic. That step is also left. Finishing of this pouch is left. You can use any waterproof pen or Sharpie marker to sketch on your canvas tote bag, because these have to be waterproof. Okay, so there are a couple of brands. Brustro is there, Pentel is there, and Sharpie marker is there. All these you can use to outline on this fabric. There are some fabric pens also which are available in the market, so all those you can use to outline your drawing. In this can pouch, this was the plastic that I put inside, so you have to take it out. You will notice that because of water or the liquid, it will get stuck. So just lift it up, remove the plastic. This is all your excess paint which could have moved to the other part of the bag. Okay, now the other part of the bag is fine. So for the final step, you have to take this inside out and you have to iron. This ironing we do 24 hours after your painting is complete. So this work we did it yesterday. Now you can iron this part here and the color will fix. Okay, so this is how you will complete this drawstring pouch. Let's move to our today's assignment, where we will first outline the bag. Now drawing is essential because based on that we will fill color. And I told you pencil is there, but you can use some waterproof pens. Brustro, I will give it on the chat on our WhatsApp group. Now, for our sketch, I told you that we have two options. Either you can create this flower or you can create this one. So I will go with this because here we have more number of colors in the bag, and you can use whatever colors you like. In this one, the flower is inside the envelope, but my drawing will be something like this. Okay, so let's get started with the drawing. Some flowers will be inside. Here I had put one circle for one of the flowers, so I will start sketching with the pen. Inside the circle, the petals will come. The petals will not go outside. Here is that envelope. Some flowers I will take outside, some petals I will take. We had done a circle, so I am just drawing inside the circle. Next, I will create the bale. So this is a small leaf structure that will go here. Here is another circle for the flower. Okay, so first let me complete this bale. There is a second circle that I have put here in this section. With pencil I did it yesterday. So I am going to trace my flower in that circle. This becomes the center of that circle, and then there will be petals. And let's move here. Again, there was a very big circle that I had created in this one. So let me trace the center. This is the sunflower. Okay, this becomes the center. For sunflower, our petal style will become pointy. So here we had another stem that was coming out, and I have a half flower here. For half flower, you will create a semicircle and then place your flowers inside that. Okay, here is that other half flower. So for the half flower, just create a sort of semicircle like this. Base is straight line and then a semicircle, and then arrange your petals on that. So we will have the central bud. There is a small petal here also, and this is the bud. And now we can place the petals. Try to follow the pencil trace for your semicircle and place the petals inside that. This is from our botanical illustration workshops that we normally take. We give these updates there. There is a botanical illustration course at Yellow Frames, and it is for 1000 INR, and there are 10 different flower related illustrations that you will do with pen and some basic colors. Okay, so this one big flower is done. Now there is another big flower in this section which will be behind the main sunflower. Let's draw, it's more like a daisy. Let's draw this. Now here I don't have a circle for this, so first I will make a circle. You know, making a circle in pencil, that will guide you to position the petals, okay, so that the end shape of the flower is not disturbed. And this side there is another big bale, but first let me sketch one leaf. It has a leaf here, this daisy, and there is one more leaf from this side. On the stem is coming out. Okay, and now there is one more bale or that tendril which we can draw from here. This one, there is an interesting leaf that is coming from the front, so first I will draw that, then I will finish adding the smaller leaves here. Okay, don't forget you can use your regular pencils. I have to use this pen because I have to show you the work. Yesterday I used pencil and it was not visible at all, but today we have to finalize the drawing, so I am using my waterproof pen. In stationery supplies, there is no end. You can buy so many things. There are so many stationery supplies. But my recommendation is go with the basic supplies. You don't need to keep everything which is there in the market. Okay, so this is our envelope. We have drawn maybe one more leaf. I will draw. I feel it's a little empty here. We have finished this section. Now, this section, I will add some more leaves from my previous illustration because I loved how the leaves were arranged there. Fine, so this is the sketch that we have created. Now this line will be dark, we will keep it dark, and this line also we will keep dark. And you know, this is hand painted, so I don't want that there are very straight lines. We will use brush. Some things can go up and down also, that's fine. No, you don't need, yeah, if the bag is very much crumpled, then you need to press. We need to press just to make sure that all the shapes are lying in the right angle. So here our bag is okay. It is very smooth. And all the crease, these can go later also. You are anyways going to press it after you have done your work. For cottons and for silk, if your fabric is crumpled, you have to press before working. Like when we paint on Madhubani painting on the silk sari or on my stoles, the first step is that you press. But for this kind of canvas bags, it is not required. This is very good material to, you know, start working and painting. So color is where your flavor should come out. The envelope, the bag will be brown. This, we have the perfect sienna, burnt sienna we have. We will paint that here. Okay, but you can use little bit shade variations. Fine, we will paint the flowers, and all the colors should define your taste and your choice. Some people like pastel, some people like bright colors. I like very bright and colorful finish. If you like pastel colors, you can go for pastel colors also. To make any color pastel, you have to add a tint of white, or you can add a little bit of yellow and white. So any color will become pastel like that. We will use burnt sienna, the same color, and white, and a tint of skin color is there, so we will use directly that. Take your round brush out. We have to do some color mixing. In your flash paint, there is a color called flesh tint. So in this color only, you add slight burnt sienna from yesterday and white. We are using round brush. So I have taken equal portions of brown and white and some portion of flesh tint, and this gives me a pastel brown shade. While mixing the color, I am adding a couple of drops of water only while mixing the color. For all the people who are working with the regular acrylic paints, use acrylic medium. And there is one more thing, the paint will look light when it is here on your palette, but once you start working here, if when it dries, it will become dark. Okay, so whatever you are imagining, you have to use at least one shade, you have to make at least one shade lighter, because as the color dries, it will become one shade darker. And the other thing is that you can do a double coat. So here I'm just putting it with the leftover paint, but normally you have to take your flat brush and start filling. Flat brush, there are two sizes in the kit. So you have a big size 5 by 8 and you have this size 10. I'm not using this big one, I'm using the size 10 from the kit. And directly fill it. Again, first step will be to do the border. So finish the edges. Make the brush straight and work on the edges. You have to make ample color for this one. So the brush started becoming dry. I just need to add a couple of drops of water and then go over the area again. For everything, if you want a smooth finish, you have to do 2 coats. Okay, otherwise this will show. In some of the artworks, it actually looks good if the under base shows. But in this one, the design that we chose to do, it will look nice only if we give it a very clean finish. So this is the dark color and this is the lighter shade. Now let's move to the coloring of flowers. Very interesting. So some flowers like these are in yellow color. This one, and this one. This is mostly a daisy. So they are in white color. And the center for all of these flowers will be mustard yellow, while for sunflower it will be brown and yellow. We are not going to shade. This is a minimalist painting. In minimalist painting, you don't shade anything. Okay. In a regular Indian painting that we do, the fabric painting we do, we are very tempted to shade. But in this one, you have to refrain from shading. Okay. Even if you know shading and you want to do the shading, this is a boho pattern. In boho patterns, the shading is not done. So you have to follow that style. Now, here I told you that we have to do mustard yellow. Both of you. We don't have mustard yellow in the lot, but we have orange. And in this orange, you have to mix lemon yellow. So take out the orange color. In other brands, I think it will be some vermilion or light orange, both colors you can choose. So now you will take the lemon yellow color that you have and mix it. In the orange, you will take the light orange and mix it with the lemon yellow. Use your round brush. And we will also use some flesh tint. Okay, and now this gives me the mustard yellow color. Orange बहुत कम लिया है मैंने. Mostly it is yellow. So very slight of orange and very slight of fresh tint. You can see the color. Okay, let's get started. So here, start with this first one. I'm using the size 4 of the round brush. Make sure that the brush is loaded nicely so that you don't have to come over every time. Okay, we don't need to do 2 coats. Only in 1 coat the painting is finished. Flower 1 finished. Let's move to flower 2. And minimalist painting means that in 4 or 5 shades you create the entire painting. It was actually, minimalist was an art form. So this art form, it was originated in the 1970s. It was minimalist art form. And the main feature of this art form is that you are going to use only 4 or 5 colors and there is no shading in this. Everything is solid filling, right? So don't introduce shading when you are creating a minimalist art form. So all these 5 are done. Now for this one, I have to create the sunflower center. And for that, we will use brown. And you can mix it in this black itself. Okay, so take brown color. And in this one, we will mix slight black color. Actually, this is too much black. So just lift this brown from here and blend it like a couple of dots only. Okay. So this has given us a chocolate brown color, burnt sienna, and I've mixed it with basic black. So this was the sunflower and it had to be done in darker shade. Moving back to all these flowers. Now you can use fresh colors also. You can use different shades that you want. Like here, I can do something in light pink. Okay. So again, to make the color light, I will continue using musk because I have good amount of musk color on my palette. So I will use red and mix it with the musk. That will give me light shade of pink. Flower. So here we have red. Again, this red is very sharp. So take musk and mix this in red. You have to create the lighter shade. Okay. Now this gives me a light shade. If you want something more, you can add this leftover lemon yellow that you created. So this color becomes peach. Now there is something called tone of a painting. Our painting is warm color because the background is beige. The background is not white, right? So in all the colors that you take, if you mix white in it, it will become cold color. If you mix little bit of yellow in it, or if you mix beige color in it, it will become the warm color. So the ideal color combination that suits your eye is, if you have a warm base, then use warm shade colors. So here, instead of using pink, if you use this peach, this has beige color mixed. Okay. So in red, I mixed white, which gave me pink. Then I mixed some yellow, which made it a little bit warmer shade. So that gave me this peach color. So the normal rule of thumb is, अगर आप कोई भी warm surface पे काम कर रहे हैं, the background is beige or the background is brown, any warmer tones, don't use light colors. Don't use those pure white or absolutely purple, those kind of shades. Those are not warm shades. Warm shade will always have a tone of yellow in it. Okay, it will be in beige, but slightly yellow. Like imagine a color and mix some yellow in it. The color that you get, that is the warm tone. So here, if I did pink, it would look good but out of place. But this color looks more blended and it looks more soothing to the eyes. Similarly, the white that I have to do in Daisy, I will not leave it white. I will add a slight tone of this color, the color that I'm working with, the peach color, or I will add a slight tone of yellow in it. Sunflower will be yellow, so it's not a problem. So this is how you choose or you decide the colors on your painting. Actually, when we were working, so I told you that I have this arts degree. It's more of a course that we did. So I did it from IIT Delhi. So there is the course called anthropology, in which you study about the human ancestry, the human organization. And my special interest was paintings, how that developed in different culture. And that is where I got introduced to all these Indian painting styles, Indian folk art and tribal art styles. So in painting, color selection is an entirely one subject is entirely dedicated to how you select the colors. ठीक है, next जो हमारा daisy है, in that one I will use predominantly white, but I will mix it with the same peach color for a little warmth in the shade. तो ये सारी जो चीजें हैं ना, ये उसमें कवर की जाती हैं when you are taking a course on fine arts, doing this color selection and all. In this one, I will have to do one more coat for white. So the color to look light, you have to do multiple shades. Because normally when you start painting, the color becomes dark. I will I will just show you one leaf. After this daisy is done, one pattern of leaf I will do. Okay, and then the remaining you have to finish and post it in the group. And if you have any doubts on the painting, that also you can post it in the group. So this is also one of the things that we have in this boho painting. It is like a student's coloring book. So you have to fill color and then you have to outline the shapes. Now for outlining, you can use black brush, black paint. In outlining case का look नहीं आएगा. So there is a size zero brush in your brush kit. You can use that. Otherwise, use any kind of waterproof pen, your mandala pen, Sharpie marker, or a Bristol pen, any pen which is waterproof. If you use gel pen or a regular black pen, ballpoint pen or any pen, it will leak its black color. Okay, so don't use alcohol ink markers, don't use your gel pen, ball pen, pilot pens. Use only waterproof pens. But I will recommend that you can try a brush and I will show you. Outlining will be easy. One day I will show you nib painting also. Then if you know nib painting, you can use acrylic color and fill it with nib painting. Nib painting is what we do in Madhubani kind of paintings. Okay, so this will have one more shade of white. I will do it once this is dry. Let me show you outlining in black. Now in the kit, in this paint brush kit that we have, there are two types of thin brushes. One is size 1 and one is size 3/0. Okay, you are going to use size 1 because when you have to make outline, you try to use longer brush. The brush which is longer, that will load more color and that will give you more control for outlining. And if you have to make dots or other small details, okay, well, not the outline, you have to work on the detail and you have to use a fine brush. That is when you use that short brush. So there are two type of brushes in this zero size. One will have this shorter bristle and one will have longer bristle. The use for both is different. For outlining, you will always use those small number brushes with long bristles. In Indian folk art also, we use outlining work, we do outlining work and we use these long bristles. If you are not finding it easy to make these outlines, first practice it on paper. And if you have pens, then you can work with the pens. Okay, I've done it with black here, but again I have one more recommendation. Black is very strong color. Okay, so mix it with brown and use a dark shade of brown for outlining. Brown is not there, I've just added red. Red and black also becomes brown. So use this shade for outlining and this will give you more beautiful effect, more beautiful finish. Because black is very harsh. Okay, so you have to reduce the strength of the black color. And how will you do that? Mix it with the lighter shade. Mix it with red, mix it with brown. So remember this tip. Don't use your black color for outlining. Mix it with brown, make it soft, make the color soft. So this is done. Use your shade. Don't use too many colors. This is going to be yellow. So use related colors only. Maybe you can repeat this color on this flower and this color on this flower. And this color you can make it a purple or a different shade. Okay, so 2 or 3 colors for all the 5 flowers. And then this will be, all the leaves can be in green shade. There is one green, you can use it directly. which is sap green. So you can use this color directly. Okay, sap green is again the warm tone of green, right? If you mix blue in it, then it becomes cool tone of green. This will need one more coat of paint, the envelope, because it is very patchy. Actually, you can leave it patchy, but my recommendation will be to make it smooth, since it's a boho painting and we have to give it a professional finish. We don't leave it like this. Okay, for first timers, or if you're using it for personal use, if you are impatient with the work, you can leave it like this. But a professional finish will mean that this is nicely touched upon. Experiment with the shades of flower. Only use 3 colors. ठीक है, आपको कुछ भी यूज करना है, एक इसमें जो आप यूज करेंगे, यूज दैट कलर इन दिस ऑपोजिट फ्लावर. इसमें जो कलर यूज करेंगे, यूज दैट इन द ऑपोजिट फ्लावर. This will be completely yellow, and here maybe you can use a new bright color, एक ऐसे ऑफसेट देने के लिए फ्लावर को. ठीक है, बट वही 2-3 कलर यूज करके we will finish the project.